When I first started the horn, I had no idea what one was. I started pretty late. I was a sophomore in high school, and I grew up in a neighborhood where all my friends were in the band. And I used to go and watch the band practices and hang out, and the band director saw me there, and he said, "You're here all the time, why don't you just play something?" So I said, "All right, give me a trumpet. I want to play trumpet. Trumpet sounds like it's cool." And he's like, "We don't need trumpets, we need French horns." So he showed me how to make a sound, how to buzz my lips, and how to vibrate. And he said, "Now you try." And he handed it to me. And he still tells me to this day, I am the only student he's ever had that blew a perfect note the first time he ever put the horn in my hands. I grew up in Syracuse, New York. My first job was in the United States Air Force. I played for 2 years in the Air Force Band of the Golden Gate outside of San Francisco. I won my first orchestra job, which was in Cape Town, South Africa. I played in that orchestra for on and off for about 12 years. Made my way back to the States. 5 years in my hometown orchestra in Syracuse. Then ultimately wound up here, won the job in Rochester. Of all the cities and all the orchestras in the US where I couldn't have won a job, I won a job 80 miles away from my parents. My parents are still in Syracuse, so they can get on Amtrak and be here in an hour, and they come to concerts, and it's great. Rochester to me is like it's the perfect American city. It has everything that you have in the bigger cities: incredible support for the arts, amazing food, great outdoor activities, friendly people. When I'm not in the orchestra, I hike a lot. I love Ellison Park. I kayak. She comes in the kayak with me. By the way, this is Zoey. We haven't introduced Zoey yet. Wake up, say hello. I mountain bike a lot, and I have a backpack specifically for dogs. So if you're sensing a theme here, it's basically what I like to do when I'm not at work is anything where I can bring my dog. My name is Stephen Laifer, and I play fourth horn in your Rochester Philharmonic Orchestra.